If you search for how to make a girl like you, there's an endless supply of people who will suggest having a strong body, others will mention money, and some will talk about learning seduction techniques. However, in reality, most people who have healthy relationships and attract girls don't possess these traits. Attracting women is simpler than you might think. You just need to ignore those superficial tips and go back to the basic principles of attraction. I will guide you step by step and explain everything you need to know to make any girl, regardless of who she is, like and desire you. Believe me, attracting women is very simple. All you need to do is learn this method and use it. Listen carefully, as this will change your life. Success with women is all about your mindset. What you think affects your actions. Many men feel they don't deserve an attractive woman, so they don't get one. Remember, she feels what you feel. Women don't judge you by your looks, words, or money. They judge you by your feelings. Your feelings show in your personality. If you're nervous, you're more likely to be rejected because she senses your lack of confidence. But if you're confident, calm, and relaxed, she'll respond more positively. Show that you believe women naturally desire you. Don't try too hard to impress or please her, as this shows insecurity. This hidden sense of inadequacy drives you to go all out to impress a girl. Ironically, the best way to impress her is by not trying to impress her at all. When you make a big deal out of getting her attention, she won't be impressed. Once you stop seeking her approval, she'll truly be intrigued. Why? Because she's used to men trying to woo her, so when someone doesn't, it stands out. For instance, if you offer to buy a girl a drink, she may say, "No thank you," and leave you speechless. Or in a different scenario, you can instead ask, "Hey, what's the best drink around here? Want to buy me one?" The second approach works better because it isn't a direct pickup attempt. The guy isn't trying to win her over. Most women are so used to men trying to impress them that something unexpected catches their attention. Seeking validation is deeply tied to our self-esteem. Men who constantly seek approval often struggle with low self-esteem, giving up their own power for acceptance from women. This reveals a fear of losing the girl even before the conversation starts, leading them to do anything to avoid potential rejection. Such a man is unsure of his actions and seeks validation to ensure he's doing the right thing. Here's the mental journey of an approval seeker when he sees an attractive woman. He's very interested and thinks, "She's stunning. I hope this goes well." This mindset makes him try too hard, giving up his power for a bit of approval. But how does this affect the woman? Here's a peek into her thoughts. "Wow, he's really trying hard to impress me, but it's boring. When will this night end?" When a woman senses you're desperate for her approval, she might lose interest immediately. Remember, attraction isn't something she can just decide on. Needing her approval too much is a big turnoff. As long as you're chasing her approval, she probably won't be genuinely interested in you. Men who naturally attract women don't worry about the outcome. Imagine you approach a woman and she rejects you, or even worse, she does it in front of your friends. How would you feel? For many, there's nothing worse than rejection. However, those who are good at attracting women understand that rejection doesn't matter. Rejection is just a part of dating, and those who attract women easily aren't bothered by it. They focus on enjoying the experience. When you don't care about the outcome, you don't stress over her reaction. You focus on making the most of each interaction. One thing that frustrates me is how men lose their cool around attractive women. I don't get why looks should earn someone special treatment. Physical beauty isn't something she necessarily worked for, so why put her on a pedestal? When you act nervously around a beautiful woman, you're likely to mess things up. But if you don't treat her differently just because of her looks, something interesting happens. How does the woman take this? She's not used to such responses. Her thoughts might be, "Wait, is he implying I'm not attractive enough for him? What's with the 'smart women are hard to find' comment? Does he think I'm not smart?" Suddenly, she starts seeking your approval because you didn't give it to her easily like most guys would. Now, she'll want to prove herself to you, thinking she might not meet your standards. This makes you stand out as different and intriguing, someone she would genuinely be interested in. It's about understanding that no matter how beautiful a woman is, with the right approach, you can attract her. Imagine you're a man who knows how to attract women. You're not in a hurry to get married. Instead, you choose who you date, rather than settling for whoever shows interest. Picture this. You're at a restaurant and order chicken soup. The waiter says they don't have it. You ask for vegetable soup, but they don't have that either. You ask, "What do you have?" The waiter replies, "Only tomato soup." So, you settle for tomato soup. See what happened? You wanted chicken soup, but settled for tomato because it was the only option available. Instead of settling, you should have found another restaurant that had what you really wanted. Many guys do the same with women. They have an ideal woman in mind, but settle when they think she's out of reach. A man who truly understands attraction never settles. He goes after the best and chooses the women he genuinely wants. He has high standards and sticks to them, valuing his principles above all else, even above the woman he's with. He's not afraid to walk away if his principles are compromised. For example, if you're having a heated argument with your girlfriend and she threatens to leave, an average guy might apologize immediately, afraid of losing her. He might even agree to things he doesn't want just to keep her. But a high-value man would respond differently. If she says, "I'm going to leave you," he might reply, "Maybe Charlie is a better match for you," and then calmly walk away. A high-value man won't compromise his principles and knows there are plenty of other options. He's confident in his worth and isn't afraid to be alone. We often overlook things that come easily to us. There's a big difference in how we value things we get effortlessly and things we work hard to achieve. This applies to relationships too. Women value men they have to understand and put effort into. When you don't react like the average guy, she starts to think there's something special about you. That's why it's important to make a woman strive for your attention. Don't be an open book. Show interest and then quickly show disinterest. For example, an average man might just say, "Hey, you're really pretty," and wait for her reaction, making her see him as just another guy. But a high-value man might say, "You're pretty, sure, but I'm not convinced we'd get along. You seem too much like a goody two-shoes for me." This will provoke a strong emotional reaction. She'll think, "He said I'm pretty, but why doesn't he think we'd get along? This guy is different. I need to find out more about him." When a woman has to put effort into gaining your attention, she becomes very curious about you because you're not afraid to challenge her. A common error many men make is changing their behavior or lifestyle to match what the woman prefers, often out of fear of not meeting her expectations. This is like being a leaf in a river, going wherever the current takes you. If she ends things, you're left with no control. By reshaping your life to fit hers, you're signaling that you see her as more valuable and that you need to change to match her worth. You shouldn't change who you are just to make a woman comfortable. If she doesn't appreciate who you are, she doesn't deserve you. If she can't accept you as you are, then she needs to change, not you. You don't need to adjust to meet her needs. If she wants to be with you, she needs to adapt to your reality. Remember, a high-value man isn't worried about others' opinions or judgments. He creates his own reality and follows his own path. He knows there's no shortage of attractive women. If one woman rejects him, he knows there are plenty of other opportunities. He sees abundance, not scarcity, in the dating world. And there you have it, the secret mindset to improve your dating game. This isn't just advice, it's a shift in how you think. Remember to put these strategies into practice because theory alone won't help. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for future videos. Until next time, stay aware, stay empowered, and remember, knowledge is your greatest defense against the unseen forces that shape our world.